Alright, hello, welcome in, Stargazers! Are we good? Cause Stream Elements is like, hey, we're gonna use the old title today. I checked it and I think we're using the right title, but hello, welcome in, how is everybody? Oh my gosh, hello MG, hello Void, hello Babylon, hello Sam0, hello Daho, hello Johnny Virgil, hello Weston Fox, oh my goodness, hello THLPH, hello Stockler, hello Vessa, hello Aegis, hello, welcome in, hello Hopeless Ime, hello. Oh my goodness, hello Bushmaster, hello, Newbie Reaper. Newbie, how are you doing? Hello Blood Sully, hello Nanimunai, how are you all doing? Are we okay? Star, you know the answer to that question. Do I though? Oh my. Newbie, are you doing okay? I feel so bad. Oh my goodness. That is not a fun thing to go through. I hope you're doing alright. Like, actually though. I no longer have a swarm of spiders dancing. That's good, I'm glad to hear that. I feel like that's kind of important, so you know what? I'm happy for you. Oh. The wrath of the Arknights has subsided. Why do you feel bad? Did you sick the spiders on him? I don't have the ability to do that. I feel badly if other people are experiencing bad things. Lillian finally grabbed her pets. Oh my gosh. How are you guys doing today? Other than the spider scare. Oh gosh. Yeah, I would not handle that well, no. No, I'm like, I just feel bad that it happened, that's all. Sleepy? That is fair. Oh my gosh. I think a lot of you guys were up really late last night, right? Because of all the game stuff. All the, what is it, the World Cup stuff? Never screamed like that in my backyard in my life. Oh, Newbie. Oh my gosh. I need to put a prism head pat emote in here. I feel like that's the new requirement. I need to put a prism head pat emote in here so that we can all head pat Newbie for stuff like this. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Aegis, but I'm glad you get to spend a nice day at the beach. That's good. Wanted to go to sleep earlier to get up early, but people kept making so much noise, even past 1 AM. Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds frustrating. That went crazy for a long time. That is a crazy event. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna add the prism pets, so then it works for everybody. Everybody's on equal footing there. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, THLPH. Oh, goodness. So, things today. I would like, I thought we could do a brainstorming day. Because, for those of you who don't know, I've been talking about the Mail Club a lot with you guys. I have not shut up about it with you guys. Pretty much everybody here knows about it. Anyone in the Discord knows about it. There's still a few spots left at that permanently cheaper rate, if you're interested, just saying. But most of you guys already know about it. The people who don't know about it are the people on all the other platforms. So I was thinking that it might be fun to try to brainstorm some promo ideas. And by promo ideas, I mean things like making shorts, making reels, making stuff. We could either go serious or we could go funny. But I thought that it might be a fun way to do some brainstorming with you guys and see if we could put together some things that are a little silly. I actually first saw it on your Instagram story. That makes me happy because that means it's working. That's good! I'm glad someone is seeing my Instagram stories because you know what? The only people who have been seeing my Instagram stuff, aside from THLPH and Arknight, is my freaking the Colosso thing, the Colosso short. I was happy at first that it went viral, but now it's gotten to the point where it's the only notification that I ever get. The only notification I ever see is from likes and follows from that dang Colosso short. And I get people being like, oh my gosh, thanks so much for making this. I went and bought the Colosso course. And I'm like, cool. I'm glad I helped them. You know, like, awesome. It doesn't really help me personally, but hey. And now IG drops me your content on the front page when you upload. That's good. Also, thank you, Artemis. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're... I'm glad some of you guys know that I have... Oh. Not on Instagram, sorry. That's completely fine. You do not have to be on Instagram. It's just that that is, I've tried promoting it on, Instagram, YouTube, and in the Discord. And in the Discord, everyone knows and can see and is part of the community, and messages don't get lost. On YouTube, you know, I think it's mainly people who are here for Arknights. I still haven't really shifted the YouTube side to a more even playing field yet. And on Instagram, I think people just think that I promo art classes. Made by other people. It was fun to do for a little bit as like a, hey, check this thing out that I'm doing, and in return I get to take the class. But now it's turned into, guys, I no longer, I do more than just promote someone else's website. Oh gosh. Suffering from success? How about suffering from Colosso success? That's the real kicker, right? I'm suffering from Colosso success. I'm giving them the business. Thank you for buying Colosso. Now about this place called Hallucinari. Exactly, yes. Exactly. Yeah, no, that's totally fine, Artemis. I completely understand. Oh my. Also, thank you, Sengetsu, for the pin. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me just throw that up here. Thank you. I'm here for Gamba. I did a huge amount of Gamba on Saturday. Huge amount. Star promotions. You should start playing general games on the main channel. At some point, I will. I'm a little too much of a nervous wreck to try to get back into it, but yeah, at some point, I will do that. It's not like I'm... Yes, at some point I will get back to braving doing that, even if it's just a Monday thing. Once you've caught up with us, yeah, there's a lot of things that I need to catch up with. You said before you wished you had played Cheese Moon on this channel. Yeah, and it's still true, but there's not much that I can do about it, right? I mean, I can re-upload VODs, but it'll be in a completely different location. There's not really much I can do. And it's very different when you go through a second playthrough. Hello, Willow. Welcome in, welcome in. Try Dark Souls? You're funny. You're funny. Oh my gosh. Can we take Star to the Mines of Deep Rock Galactic? I could not handle that. We were just dealing with Newbie talking about a spider fear. I don't want it digitally in-game either. You know, getting more shiny rocks for the necklace. Very different rocks! Oh dear, sometimes I feel like I could just have entire, like, just chatting streams. I won't, because I remember doing that for Irium, and that was kind of irritating, but you guys are the type of audience where we definitely could if we ever wanted to. You know, maybe at some point that'll be fun, just have, like, you know, set up a nice, someday I'll have, like, a nice overlay, and we can set it up and just have, like, chill talk or something, I don't know. Have, like, one of those designs where it's set up, like, all cozy with like little pillows or stuff everywhere. THLPH is bringing back the Irium spirit. Not 100% sure what it's called, but for the promotion stuff, do you have one of those shopping network things that's like a display case, but it automatically rotates? Because you could set up the physical merch on it, make a little fancy video showing it off for promo. I could. The thing with those little display case thingies is... Well, okay, no, I was gonna say, it doesn't really work for flat stuff, but... Even though I'm not good at doing silly infomercial type of stuff, I was just thinking about, like, drawing animatic. The reason I'm thinking about animatic is because, those actually did really well. The Colossal one, of course, did really well. And the Arknights one with Platinum, that actually did extremely well. I think that people like animatics because they look like they are going to be containing a lot of value. I don't know what you would even call it. I don't know. They both did well. I didn't even mean for infomercial. I meant something to show the actual physical stuff without just like sitting it against your wall or something. Oh, well that's actually really smart because I don't actually think I've seen anybody do that. The thing I've seen people do with mail club stuff is they'll post like the still image, or they'll do that thing where they do like they'll do like the stop motion thing where they show like the letter being opened and then the things flying out of it. You know what I mean? Like that stop motion cut paper looking thing. I've seen a lot of people doing that. I think you should do a short where you voice over Prism PNG tuber and she does an ad for your mail club. Oh, use like the Prism That's actually a funny idea. Also, hello, Armortox and Treon. Welcome in. How are you both doing? The narrated speed paint thing might also be good, but 100% little lore animatics would also do a lot to gain interest, get people to want to know more. My thing is, like, I really want to do it, but my brain has been fried on how to do it, and that's why I might need your guys' help today. This sounds so silly, but, like, yeah, I've sort of been under the weather for a few days, so I've, like, lost a lot of time that I wanted to work. Hang on one sec. No, Vessa, I have one because of sculptures. I actually have two because of sculptures. I used to use these things all the time, so I knew exactly what you meant. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I still am, like, I'm like, on my last day of not feeling 100%, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So my brain's a little foggy, and I'm not quite doing the good idea thing right now. But I'm at least doing the talking thing. Whether that's turning into a total mess or not, I'm not really sure. Scratches out Deep Rock. I'll find something for Star to be carried by her feral face spirits. It's funny you say feral face spirits, because some, at one day, oh my gosh, I really do have brain fog right now. At some point, one of the games I want to play on stream is actually called Fae. It's really not well known. I don't think a lot of people have ever played it. I played it on Nintendo Switch, and I don't think I ever finished it, so it might be fun to try to go back and finish, because I don't remember how it works either. But that was a really fun one, and it basically is all about, like, face spirits and communicating with music notes and things. It's really cool. So at some point, I do want to play that on stream. Oh, yay. Could you tie it to an open Q&A based on stuff we ask a lot? Like, Star, what's under the sea to the south? And then you could elaborate. Oh my gosh, newbie, that is literally what I did do for Irium. That's how we ended up with the pink stargazer and the crystal apples. That's where all that came from. Sure, I can do that. Done too much body pushing, limit chores, late night streaks. I just want to drop, don't want to miss seeing my favorite artist VTuber. Treon, you're very sweet, thank you. I hope that you feel physically better, though. That sounds tiring. Crystal Apple Stargazer needs a card. Oh my gosh. Trying to sign up, but I keep getting a forbidden page. What? Forbidden page? That's weird. I'm trying to think of why that would be. The only time I was getting that yesterday was simply because my internet was crashing out. But that was in general. That was also crashing Discord. So I don't know why it would be getting forbidden. That's weird. Keep calling them Binky until I realize that's a pony name. Oh my gosh. There's other names that I've been thinking about, and then I'll have to be like, nope, that's an Arknight's name. Oh, you can't have a perfectly unique name for every single person in every single part of the world. It's not possible. You're gonna have overlap somewhere. You guys are probably gonna see some characters that end up having Arknights names at some point just by chance. Because I won't even know, you know? There's gonna be like some random NPC that I don't know about, and then I'll have like some Selkie with the same name, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that doesn't fit at all! And I'm gonna be like, there's no way for me to know. Just add a number to the name. Prism 1, Prism 2, Prism 3. Oh, they're not robots! Come on! They don't have serial codes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Q&A though, that is something I did for Irium. I could do that again and see if anyone's... You know what? I've never tried... Did I? Did I try it on Instagram? I forget now. Where did I host it? I had it on the Irium Discord channel, and I think I did it on Twitter? I don't think I was doing it on Instagram at the time. Which is silly, because it's a directly built-in feature. Prism and the cooler Prism. That's a good idea though. I'm gonna write down that idea. I'm gonna write down jeez. Q&A. Because I haven't done that, and I'll just say like Irium. You know, it's so weird. I keep seeing people from Irium that I remember from way back when, and they're doing really, really well now, and I'm just like, is this because you put in the work, or did Irium start doing better? What's going on here? What about a stream where you sketch the world of Illusionari, where chats questions stuff, and you draw while yapping about Illusionari? I would if I had a better idea of what things looked like. Eventually, I do want to do streams where I do just talk and yap and sketch, but I'm not great at visualizing everything, and I haven't traveled far enough to really justify it yet, but I would like to at some point. There were 2 Irium panels at your con, so pretty well, I guess. I remember I got to do the one panel at Offkai, but I got the worst day at the worst time. Oh my gosh. There was still somebody from the Arknights community who did come see me that day, and I'm still forever grateful for them. With the particular Instagram attention you get, you could probably bait the Colosso spam viewers to see a speed paint or 2. Possibly, yeah. That's the other thing, is I'm hoping to, I was hoping to see if the daily free rolls could get their attention too if I changed the thumbnail to being something that wasn't showing the Arknights UI, but was just like a little chibi, so it looks like an animatic, but it's just the cover. I mean, there's still art at the end, so. What do you mean? You frequently yap while it's drawing. I'm just saying the thing that I draw would not be... I would not know what to draw. It would be like the thing where the time where I just ended up drawing bunnies and Naincha. We kind of have Q&A quite often, even though not exactly this formula. Q&A on stream is different than Q&A when you're doing it, like, on social media. Because on stream, you're asking people to just sort of, like, come up with an idea on the spot, and they might not have thought about it. But if you do it, like, on social media, they can kind of stop, pause the story or whatever it is, pause the feed, think about it, come back to it, whatever they need to do. It's kind of a different mindset, and it also is like your brain is in a different place at the time. I don't know if that made any sense. You do Ultraman naming conventions like Prism Nova, Prism Cluster. We already have a Prism Nova, basically. I hate how they gave you such a terrible time, even though you got second place in that event. Yeah, And the thing is, they straight up told us that the times were being delivered, went out based on how well you did on the platform. So, I don't know. They acted like I was their worst performer on the platform. I wasn't. That genuinely made me upset, because that was like... Vesa, you know what I went through that, just in terms of, like, the fact that my tech that I had to buy didn't even work for that setup, and I had to go out and buy stuff separately, even though I knew that this wasn't a good fit. That whole thing, oh, that was such a mess. It makes me so mad when I think about it now, because I'm like, you treated me like garbage to the end. Yeah, that was the one thing where it's like, I don't care how well it's doing, or if I like the idea in terms of talking to you guys using all the little features. The one thing I did not like, is, aside from the children, was how everything sounded so competitively based. Everything that it's 100% a Kingmaker system. If you do better, you get better rewards. They reward you more, they give you more opportunity, you can continue growing, getting better from that. It 100%, the whole thing was like the Hunger Games constantly. I know it was difficult to step away at the time, but I'm glad you quit. My phone's battery health thanks you too. God, that's so ridiculous. Oh, gosh. Sounds like Star was ready to hurl a tree at an organizer. It's like, I think that the best thing we got from it was getting to form more of a community and teaching me how to talk so that I could talk to you guys now, because I didn't used to be this yappy before Irium, and I used to be a lot more stuck on, like, subject matter and whatnot. Also, you guys have to thank Irium for the bomb meme being in the amount of existence that it is. That whole thing is just, that's from Irium. I always had to watch stream and charge my phone at the same time. God. Oh. Yeah, someday I'll find a way that we bring back our own unique version of that. You know, someday when I, like, you know, figure out someone who can code or whatnot. It's wild they set up the times based on how good you did on the platform, when they didn't even catch their own talents cheating to boost their numbers full. Yeah, yes, true. Yeah. Yeah. It's just... learned a lot. Isn't that what they, gosh, I feel like that ends up being my #1 quote from, Devil Wears Prada. Has anyone ever seen Devil Wears Prada? There's a scene at the very, very end of the movie where the main character, she's gone through all the fashion things, she realizes that it's not for her, and then she tries to, apply for, like, what she wanted, which was, a writing job. She wanted to write articles for magazines, like, important articles. And she's talking to the interviewer, and he's like, 1 year at Runway? What kind of blip is that? Because it's one of those things where it's like, it's the job every girl dreams for, and you wouldn't quit it once you have it. So he's like, only a year at Runway? What kind of blip is that? And she just goes, learned a lot. And that's kind of been in my vocabulary ever since. Learned a lot. I was probably like the second or third most problematic stargazer over there with the bombs, and it kind of startles me. Oh my god, I see what you did at the end there, newbie! I see what you did at the end there. Oh my gosh. You needed just chatting boot camp though, so that was good from it at least. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Learned a lot. Don't startle yourself. Oh my gosh, I do remember all of those things. Someday I will figure out how to bring little bits of Irium back, but in our own way, in our own Lucinari way. We'll figure out some tricks to doing things. That's another reason where it's like, I need to have some days that are not purely Arknights. And the reason is that if we end up adding, you know, silly, crazy, wild, stupid things to stream, I can't have those on Arknights days because those are like, you know, we're getting through the story, we're reading through, we're talking serious. But on non-full Arknights days, like, all bets are off. Pure chaos, pure stupidity. I'm using that quote for your me and Tomodachi life. I struggle making quotes for you. Learned a lot. That works, honestly. That's fine. That's fine. That's fair. You are the scheduler? What do you mean? Learned a lot is such a mood, though. It is. It's evergreen. I'm not robot. Hello, hello. Figured I'd drop by quick, making an advertisement promo. Yes! So if you are not in the Discord, you might not know, but I have a mail club that is going to be, we have a mail club with open signups, and it's like a monthly membership thing, and then each month I'm going to be sending out letters, physical letters to your address. And I wanted to try to make more promo for that for things like Instagram and stuff. Except my brain is super foggy today, so I'm having trouble generating good ideas for, like, actually making promo-y things. We don't set the schedule now, do we? It's mainly of, like, I just need time to keep adding things, and I have to figure out, like, what I can make time to add. Like, when I was doing the starting soon screen, on the chibis with the land ship and everything, that's, like, something I have to, try to force myself to get enough time to do, you know? Star now requires your legal name and address. Do not resist. Join the cult. Oh my gosh. Just to let everybody know, I'm not going to do anything with the addresses. I pretty much am gonna have them in an Excel spreadsheet, you know, print them out really fast. I'm not trying to match or associate names with addresses particularly. I'm not gonna be like... I'm going to make sure that I spend the least amount of time focusing on that element as possible, just enough so that it gets to you, right? That's really all it is. So I can dox myself and Prism can knock on my door at 3 AM? Sounds fun! Oh my gosh, Trion. Hear ye, join the mail club today, pay the fox tax or get sent to air jail. Aww. And before Star starts a tea company, we all know the word called. It's gonna be that gif of SpongeBob gif of running towards the garbage bin, but instead it's the mailbox. As long as you don't mail me an envelope of upset homeless spiders. See, I never would, because that would require me having to gather said spiders, and I don't ever want to do that. Star's gonna have a bunch of names she can't pronounce. I was so tempted to name myself... I'm done with Kashmir. I cannot say this! Aww. You have Lillian? Lillian is not in the post office? Replace the spiders with Spider-Man. Check the tag message. What is the tag what do you mean by tag message? Oh. Did you know that since you're live, there's a button on the Mail Club website that says you can gift it to Twitch chat? I did not know that, no. Is that like, what? Hang on a sec. Is that like appearing? What? Hang on, what? I know I connected Twitch, but I didn't, like, see what it's... Whoa, that's cool! Wow, I like that! What the heck? That's really cool! I don't know why only Twitch. I'm sorry. There's no way that I can do anything about that, unfortunately. But that's a cool feature that I literally didn't know it exists and did not set up myself. Huh. Okay. Hang on a sec, I have to get back my tabs and things. Yeah, I didn't set that up. That's just automatic, I guess? Alright. I see that now. There's a little Twitch logo. I don't know why not YouTube, unfortunately. Okay, I know why not YouTube. It's because YouTube has a very closed-off API, and they don't really let anyone make fun things with it. And it's very frustrating that we can't utilize as many features as the Twitch side can. I really wish there was a way to, and I apologize that that is not the case. It is something where YouTube, Google, the powers that be, have decided no fun allowed. Yeah, exactly. Google's very picky about letting people edit their stuff. Whereas, Twitch is really open about it, and a lot of people make cool stuff for Twitch. But I try my very best to not put any features on Twitch that can't also be done on YouTube, considering that most of you guys are on the YouTube side. I'm trying to not make anything that is platform exclusive. That one I didn't control. 3 year of Foxu. Oh my gosh, actually 3 years though, jeez! Wait, actually 3 years! Oh my gosh, Vessa! Thank you, I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Actually 3 years, wow. That is wild, thank you. Here to 30 more! Oh my gosh. Especially when YouTube is the one with a better stream quality. Yeah, right? I keep telling anyone on the Twitch side that they can come to the YouTube side, but it's not fair when the Twitch side gives you more silly things. There's so many things that I would love to implement into the stream, but I can't because they're Twitch only. YouTube is dumb sometimes. I mean, I'm glad that you guys are here, but I don't like that so much of it is so exclusive when I want to do the silly things. The silly things are all Twitch things. Why is that? You guys want more silly things, but I literally can't use them. Alright, Trion, have a good nap. Oh my gosh. Spiders would probably be good for sorting the mail, all the lives and eyes. Still want them to stay as far away from me as possible. Fair enough. The spider dudes from Spirited Away were not spiders, they were soot sprites. They were soot sprites. Soot sprites are okay, we can have soot sprites. I don't mind soot sprites. Not me, Twitch is way overwhelming for me. No, that's fair, it's way too overwhelming for me too. It's just annoying that it offers things that YouTube doesn't. And you know what the most annoying part about that is? Is that, they were going to. YouTube was going to add more features to their live streaming platform because live streaming was sort of the big thing that they wanted to tackle because they wanted to compete with Twitch. Then TikTok came into the picture, and then they decided, hey, if we don't compete with TikTok, we're gonna fall behind. So instead of putting all of our eggs into the Twitch basket and competing on the live stream and making new live stream tools, we need to go into shorts. We were a half a year away from them developing new live stream tools, and they canceled all their plans and then decided to entirely pivot. And I remember this very clearly because I remember talking with Vesa about this, because this is when we were in the, in that VTuber education place, and we were all waiting with bated breath to see what YouTube was going to do to make streaming better on their platform. And then they just cut the whole thing and went and decided to compete with TikTok instead. I remember this very clearly. Truly a conundrum, lol. The main dude running the steam room with the glasses. Okay, yeah, no, that's, yeah. I would think I was thinking about, yeah, no, he's a spider dude. I thought you meant the soot sprites, because they were also in the same room as him. It's very fair to say that it's sensory overload. I also find it sensory overload. I think there's also a lot more ads on there. But I wish that I could add some of the YouTube stuff that they have. Stuff to YouTube, I guess. Oh, bite the spiders? I would not do that. I mean, I guess you can if you want, but I don't think that that would be very pleasant for you. I like the soot sprites. Who doesn't like the soot sprites? The soot sprites are cute. You like the soot sprites, for sure. Alright. Let me jump into the... Wow, okay. Jeez, I've been yapping for a long time. Let me jump into the art thing here, and we'll start writing down some things, because all I've written down so far is Q&A, which is fine, but... I think someone else said, like, Prism Dance? Prism Dance? Prism Dance GIF? You do that? I know I heard someone say that. What else? Do the spiders turn into Vesaman if you bite them? Don't sell yourself short. You wrote down Q&A and like Irium. Ah, yes. What if they're robot spiders, so they technically aren't spiders? That's what they turn into if Vesa bites them. They turn into robot spiders. I feel like there's something where I just need to do, like, I can just have, like, a little Prism Dance gif, like, holding mail, but I feel like I can do more than that. And the thing is, these ideas don't have to be, like, all for this month. This is just something that I can carry over and, like, make promo stuff as we go, you know? Because there's multiple, months. There's multiple months. These are monthly. Prism PNG tuber ad. Try that. I'm gonna say Prism because I feel like that would be fun. I think Prism unboxing each month's mail would be cool. Prism unboxing. Prism really does make, like, the best, mascot advertising critter. Lore animatics could be fun in a way. See, I was wanting to do lore animatics of, like, Estrella and everything, and I just couldn't get it in my head of, like, how to do it quick enough to get the idea down, but I want to do a lore animatic, and I want to do a magic system animatic. Because I really would love to just have one that talks about art and magic, right? That would be good intro stuff. You make a little character sprites like in a visual novel, you could start doing those types of videos faster. Interesting. VN sprites. VN sprites shorts? Be interesting. What sound would Prism make, though? Prism can just talk. VN Sprite Shorts. That could be interesting. I feel like I've seen people advertise, like, their actual VN games, but they'll, like, have the characters advertise the game itself. That kind of thing, right? probably just do, like, Animal Crossing sounds for the moment. If you weren't a VTuber, you could do those packing orders type of videos that people love for some reason, but doing it in stop-motion style with just still pictures with a voiceover might have similar effect. That's what I was saying. Some people do the like, stop-motion thing where the letter is, like, opening and the things are flying out or whatever. I've seen people doing that. Eventually, I probably will do some sort of packing order type video, and I bought gloves. The dog goes woof woof, the prism goes, newbie, stop chewing on that, Star's going to yell at you. I like the prism unboxing each month mail, because I could make that into a template, and it could just be like, you know, shuffling through. I keep saying I'm unboxing, but I was thinking of her head, like, being in a box. Like, what am I thinking in my head? You don't get a box, you get an envelope. But in my head, I'm thinking of it like the thing where, like, you know, your head is in the box and you're, like, ruffling through things, and then you would pick it up, and then you would, you know, display it like Link. Mail's being delivered to the atelier each month while you're traveling, right? So Prism unpacking the mail and reading it to stargazers. Oh! I like that. Also, someday when I can figure out... Well, not someday. I can write this too. I should have a little, like a loading type animation thing with a male dragon. I guess that would be a GIF. So that would be like a... Because I do have a design for that already. I just, you know, if I had an animated version, that would be good. You mean like the back of the postcard when you open, she's staring at your soul? Wait, what? What if you got a few people to record lines for stargazers and pitched it up a bit so they sounded cute, and make an animatic about Prism reading to them and stuff? Maybe? What do you mean you have a secret dragon postman? It's not a secret! I've been saying that! Oh, I didn't put it in the membership though, but... Yeah! No, I've been saying that. The mail service is through dragons. That's just been a thing. Dragon Mail Post is our letter service. They're very efficient. Some dragons are good and some are bad. Yes, exactly. DPS Dragon Post Service. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've been just calling it Dragon Mail Post, but I kind of like DPS. Oh. Hear me out. Prism attached to the back of the postcard. When you open it, she shows up, she can read you the letter, but the letter's backwards so the reader can read it. What do you mean that Prism is attached to the back of the postcard? Do you mean like as a chibi? Like the... Do you mean like Nian in the new Dusk skin? How she's sort of like a drawing on the page? This idea reminds me of those testimonial ad videos, but chipmunk. Prism attached to the back of the postcard. When you open it, she shows up, she can read you the letter. The letter's backwards so the reader can read it. Is this for a promo thing? I'm having a little bit of a hard time understanding the... I'm a little confused if this is like for a promo thing. Or if this is like the actual thing? I'm a little confused. The letter is backwards. Just an idea for the mail. Attached to the back of the postcard, when you open it, she shows up. She can read you the letter. The letter is backwards so the reader can read it. Just an idea for the mail. For the physical mail? I'm curious. I'm curious about the backwards part. I'm curious about the backwards part. I'm gonna draw it? Okay. I mean, there's nothing I dislike about the idea. I think I'm just having a hard time getting it in my head, but like I said, huge amount of brain fog today. I think that this is very doable. I think that this is good for later, once everyone's sort of been figured out. This is something I really want to do sooner than later. This I can probably do this week. Just a silly little 3-frame thing like I did with Silver Ash, but instead Prism holding a letter and dancing. That's easy, that's doable. This I can do this week. These are things that I can do, before deadline. Because the deadline to sign up is the 25th. Anything past the 25th is going to be for next month's mail. Does that make sense? So, if you sign up before the 25th, you get the first month of mail. You get everything that is Prism related, you get the postcard that I've shown off, you get the trading card that I'm finishing up. If you pledge past the 25th, you will get next month's goodies. You will get the stuff that is going to be sent out for September. Does that make sense? Just a reminder to not overburden yourself unless you're planning on outsourcing. It sounds like you're drowning in a lot of work at times already. I appreciate the concern. This is one of those things where I kind of have to do it because it's what I want to focus on building. The Mail Club, Illusionari, this whole world is something that I really, really want to focus on pushing. And I think that once we have our first month figured out, we'll be in a good place where we can make it much more cohesive, much more streamlined. After the first one. I feel like the first month is always just the hardest, you know? In general, for anything. You know, first month of VTubing, first month of content creation, first month playing Arknights. I feel like it's just, you know, we have to sort of get through the initial scary thing, and then it'll be more streamlined. Yeah, shipping goal is first week of August. Printing goal is after this week. Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm trying to juggle, between Arknights things, between Illusionari things, and between, commissionless things. So, I'm trying to do my best, but I genuinely want to build this as much as I can. As much as I'm able to, as much as I can, to really make this something special for people. So, a few little goofy promo things that I can use repeatedly, I think is totally fine. The other thing is that I want to just emphasize really quick is, because most of you guys before now had never heard of a mail club, and most people still don't really know what a mail club is. Hang on a sec. One thing I really need to emphasize is that, I am being really unconventional with this. Most mail clubs are very, very streamlined, identical, kind of the same in theme, kind of the same in mood and vibe. And kind of the same in the way that people go about them. It generally has a pretty standard audience, a pretty standard, theming. It's usually about, like, you know, going, like, how do I explain it? The average mail club audience is usually, young adult women who want to talk about their time going to a tea party, or their garden, or, you know, what's growing in their backyard, or like, I don't know how to explain it. It's usually very, very, how do I explain it? I'm having a hard time explaining it. It's very rare for a mail club to be like, here's a world, we're building a concept, there's a story with it, there's characters to meet. The only other time that I've seen people do that kind of thing is when it's very simple, much more children's book-like. Like, you know, Molly the teddy bear is entering a baking competition. Let's read about the baking competition. It's usually very, like, simple. It's usually something where it's like a little bunch of forest friends, or a little town with little libraries and little bake shops, and we do have those things, but it's at a more RPG gacha anime level than something you would see in Corduroy and Peter Rabbit. Does that make any sense? Am I making any sense of what I'm saying? Are you drawing things like a Sui dragon whom is not Dusk draws things? What do you mean? Yes, very understandable. Hello, Seka, welcome in. Star Hipster Akari. I'm building this past the mail club, if I am being honest. The mail club is my initial way of getting this whole thing rolling, and my hope is that it expands past just mail. I want to eventually be able to have merch. I would love to be able to be doing, like, little mini comics. I would love to do animatics, stories, world building, lore setting, lots of different things. The mail club is my way of dipping my toes into something that is unique, that that can't be taken from us, that the AI can't take, that isn't based on someone else's IP or someone else's concept. It is entirely our own. When has anything that Star said made any sense? Like when she says necklaces aren't edible. Oh my gosh. So in terms of, like, you know, our goals, things we're doing, not burning out, things like that, I am trying to build this into something that I am hoping can be the start of a large, expansive exploration. As opposed to just, strawberries started growing in my garden today. Also, I'm stressed out about, I don't know, my kid's dance recital, and I don't know. People just make it very much, like, very different. Starlight Cinematic Universe. So, on the one hand, the way I'm approaching this is very different, and on the other hand, the audience is also very different. So, we'll see how that goes. I've seen one mail club for, like, general anime stuff, and it's basically, like, each month focuses on a completely different anime. And I'm like, that sounds a little confusing, but I guess if you're a fan of, like, everything, if you have, like, a really open mindset. I've seen an anime mail club where it's like, this month is Free Ren, and then next month will be, Naruto, and then next month will be One Piece, and then next month will be Apothecary Diaries, and then next month will be Fruit Basket. And it's like, alright, that's a range. Sure. And it'll just be like a little mix of everything. Whereas this, I'm trying to do a little mix of everything, but within the same world. You mean I have to watch all of Naruto in a month? It kind of feels like that, right? I feel like it's like one of those snack subscription boxes. Yeah, kind of, I guess. Like, if you're really just into anime of any form, regardless of genre, then I guess it could work. But if the main thing that you watch is like, you know, Magical Girl and School Girl and things like, you know, Cardcaptor Sakura and Fruits Basket, and then it's like, oh, well, this month it's Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like, oh, okay. This month it's Berserk. You know? Might be a little strange. All of One Piece in a month, and next you know is you want to rebel against the government. I have not touched One Piece. I don't think that's something I will ever attempt, frankly. I'm sure it's amazing. I can't do it. I can't even get past, like, short anime. I haven't even finished the where Freerun is in season 2. I need to do that. I need to watch Freerun. I need to watch, Witch Hat Atelier, and I need to, finish Arknights, frankly. Oh my gosh, THLPH! No! I'm not watching it on 4 times speed! Dang, get on it, girl. I would rather develop what we have going on here than, always be in somebody else's world. There's a fan project called One Pace that attempts to cut all the filling. Oh, man. Just curious, on this note, has anyone watched the Maigo and Ave Mujika anime? I have not seen the Ave Mujika anime, no. I'm sure it's very good, though. Ah! Losing pens! I am going to try sketching out little stupid prism dance. I still don't know how to use the timeline, so we're just gonna do this like a dumb person. Trying to think of like how do you... It's basically the Silver Edge movement, isn't it? Just like 3 emotes, right? Or I could have her... I could have her holding it up like this. Or I could have her doing it like this, which I think is like the Blue's Clues way of doing it. Be like that, and then that, which I'm pretty sure that's the Blue's Clues style. Or it would be that. I don't know. I guess we'll go Silver Ash direction. I'm just doing really rough sketches right now. I'm just trying to get something on paper that I can, like, play with and edit later, potentially. This is the back of it, but... well, technically, this is the look for it. And then there's the dragon emblem. Let me think here. Need to rewatch all of ReZero. I'm so out of touch with the latest season. I forgot that they continued that too. I have to add that one to the list too. Because I think I've seen the first 2 seasons. Now I have to re-add those as well. Dang it. Wait, are they on the 3rd or the 4th now? Because I've only seen 2. trying to... Do something like this, maybe? And then probably just do something like this. Grab the arms like that, and then just have it like that. And then like that, but both ways, maybe. And then little 3-frame thing, and then just imagine it's also going the other direction. Would that work? Send what I meant on Discord. Alright, I'm curious what you mean here. Prism wants to read a letter for you, but she holds the front of it backwards. Oh! Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. A letter insert. I like the idea. This would be an extra cost that I don't think I can swing yet. I don't think I can swing it at the moment. But I do see what you're saying. Yeah, envelope inserts are an expensive thing to do. Or they're just really hard to do. 'Cause you either have to pay someone who can outsource the whole thing, or you have to manually size, insert, and glue each one. But I do like the idea of it. Even if she's not holding a letter, even if she's just like, even if her face is just there as like a little pop-up, it's a really cute idea. It's just, it's not something we would be able to do immediately, but that doesn't mean that it's not something that I could think about in the future. It's just that, unfortunately, you have to think about the fact that most people are going to recycle the envelopes. Most people are gonna probably keep the letter, they'll keep the print, they'll keep the sticker. Most people are probably gonna recycle the envelopes, so you have to be careful about how much you're going to put into the envelope itself physically. And I've seen some amazing envelopes. There's one mail club that I really love where she custom designs a unique envelope for every single month, and the whole thing is decorated. She actually got a viral reel because she decorated one of the envelopes to have a mermaid on it, and the mermaid was on the... Let me see if I can draw this real quick to illustrate. I felt so bad for her. She did something where she had a mermaid on the envelope, and she did a mermaid, and it was like this. And it was on the envelope, and she perfectly sized it so that it wouldn't be in the way, and it was just really cute. And then you'd have, like, you know, your little address here, and then you'd have your stamps up here, and all that stuff. Return address here. It was very cute, fully custom designed, full color, really amazing. And then she went to the post office where they have to, like, do the little seal thing to ensure that they actually got the envelope and that and the postage has been paid and everything. And the frickin' postal lady did this to every single envelope. I was so mad for her. And she made a short of it, and thankfully the short went viral, so she probably got a lot of people who joined because of the viral short. But I felt so bad for her. Like, the postal lady was just having a really bad day or something, because she specifically put room to put it here. This is where it goes. This is where you put it. And she put it here. It's supposed to go here. This is where the postal service says, yes, postage paid. And then they put it here. She felt evil that day. No kidding. I felt so bad for her. It does sound intentional. It sounds so intentional. So she's like, okay guys, lesson learned. I guess next time we do the mail club, I'll design everything, like this instead. Didn't know it was gonna be such an issue. Oh. This is like GameStop putting stickers on my game boxes. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't get it. Oh my god. Daho says tax collector prism to Stuckler's drawing. Some people just want to be miserable and share it. That's so awful, though. Don't be an awful person. Don't be a bad person. No whimsy allowed. No! That's the whole point of Mail Club. The entire point of mail clubs is to add whimsy to your life. Finger got it working, had to use mobile and disconnect from home Wi-Fi for some reason. That is really strange. Hopefully you won't have to, like, do anything different for that in the future. Hopefully that's, like... That's really weird. I hope you got it working, and if you did, I really appreciate it. Also, if you did, wait. I'm gonna check real quick if that went through, because, I did want to see if stream alerts worked, but maybe they don't. Okay, it says it went through. It just, it just didn't show up as a stream alert. I'll have to figure that out sometime eventually. Hello, Dak Cranky. Welcome in, welcome in. Rude, definitely intentional, but if it's not requested, then the mail lady probably thought it'd just be some sort of fancy buy rather than intentional to make it look nice. Yeah, I guess. Possibly. Vessa! I wanted to see if the alerts would work, but you know what? I think in general, the alerts have just been wonky. Period? I tested them before stream. I wanted to make sure that they worked, but I think all the alerts are acting weird. I am your greatest advertiser! Thank you, Vessa. I appreciate it. PayPal thinks it worked, so going with yes. Awesome. It shows that it worked on my end. I think the alerts are just dumb. I want to get the alerts going. I think it'd be fun to have a custom alert for that at some point. I'm not jumping the gun. I'm not trying to do that immediately. I'm just saying, at some point that would be fun. Old-timey Mad Men poster, but Mad Vessa. That was a fun show. I never fully, I never finished it, but I started watching it, and then it got a little weird. But the only part that I wanted to pay attention to was the advertising part, so that was amusing. It was a very strange show, but I liked the part where they actually talked about advertising. Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out how to make Prism's tail work here. Maybe like that? That'll work. There we go. That works. Yeah, I'll just do that, and then I'll have like a, and then I'll just move the hands back and forth. I think that would be cute. And do like that type of deal. Join the mail club. Something like that could be fun, because this is evergreen. This I can just use in posts and stories and whatever. I like that. That's a cute drawing. That's a cute drawing of her. I am happy with how that turned out. Sometimes the quick stuff ends up turning out better than the stuff I put too much time into. What else did we have? Let me throw that in a folder real quick. What else did we have? Little Prism dance gif we can do. Q&A we can do. I'll set up a Q&A, probably through Instagram. We'll see. Because I feel like if I advertise it through Discord, people are gonna give me lots of ideas, but maybe too many. So I need to see if I can get some Instagram attention from that. Because you guys have really amazing ideas. That is for sure. Yeah, I really just need to try to, like, see if we can, see if we can get, people who do not know who we are. 800 ideas. You guys are amazing with the ideas, for sure. Guaranteed. I like that. I'm gonna sketch the Prism unboxing thing real quick because I want to see if I can understand that nicely. Because I feel like there'd be a good All right, maybe the first. Maybe I could do this like little animatic style. So first thing is like delivery box drop. I don't know. How do you do a delivery box? I don't remember how... I should know this. How do you... Is it like... Why don't I remember how these work? I guess you just have to do the top. Not doing this very clearly, but hey! Box dropped. And then I feel like you could have, like I said, I'm trying to do this with, like, no thoughts right now. You know, Prism sort of, like, ruffling through it. And then, like... This is clearer in my head, I feel. Clearer in my head than on paper today. Which is not typical, it's usually the other way around. Tape, that's what I was trying to think of. You put tape here. Oh my gosh. And then you show off the thing for each month. Wow. I'm having deja vu. I feel like I've seen someone else do this, but like literally years ago. The aphantasia's been cured. No, it's just that my head is so foggy right now that I'm like not... If the thing is clearer in my head than it is on paper, we have a bad problem, I think. Because that means we are at the lowest possible ability. Like opening a card pack from TCG, yeah. Where do I feel like I've seen this type of layout? I think I probably got this from something. I don't even know what now. I think someone parodied Zelda, but like for packaging, and I don't remember when or why. Of course, Discord with all the experts just sitting around using one communal brain cell with Prism Pad appears. Forgetting boxes because not sketching every day. Fear-mongering you now instead of you scaring me. Why does this look familiar to me too? Okay, so it's not just me then? Where the heck has this been done? I'm so confused. Why do we feel like we've seen this? I didn't use it for anything previously. Was it like a Pokemon Center thing? Like, was there some AK art with something? The Yostar stuff sometimes does, like, packaging, but no, definitely not Irium. Irium's entirely digital. They would never have had any reason to do this. I don't think it was Irium. I don't know, but regardless, we'll try to do that, and we'll try to do, like, I think what would be funny is if I do it, like, from an angle. So if I show a little bit of the floor, and the reason I'm saying that is because we could do, like, a little... If I can show the floor a little bit, then I can have a little bit of a dragon silhouette, like, going away from the shadow type of thing. If I drew the box, like, more at this type of angle, right? So that you're seeing the bottom of it. You can have, like, I don't know if this is making any sense. So it reminds me of the old AK Cruise recruitment bag memes. I would not have seen those, though. So I don't know. You definitely don't wrestle through the box when you're opening the recruitment bag, so I'm not sure. I don't know where this would have come from. But Vessa and I both seem to have a weird memory of it somehow. I don't know how. Derp Orca, hello! Welcome in, how are you doing today? Let's just write it off as Zelda brain pattern recognition. Fair enough, yeah. I feel like that's the only thing it could be, right? Alright, I'm gonna throw that on a folder too. I think I could make that into something. I think this is definitely doable, like, in the next day. This is probably doable, like, I don't know, next week. Q&A is very doable. What? This, okay, this I should probably do, like, by tomorrow or something. Because something needs to go up on Instagram. This I could probably get done Wednesday. And then this, like, once I actually have the digital version of the things that we're sending out, I could probably do that Wednesday. And even if it's not animatic, even if it's just like a little carousel that you swipe through, like even if it's just like this, right? Like for Koma manga, and then it could show you the thing that you would get, and that would be good to do right before Saturday when things close. See, I'm definitely doing this way at the last minute, but you know what? We're gonna do it that way, and it's just gonna be, we're learning as we go, and yeah. This is basically like, you know, you just gotta have the VTuber debut type of deal. Just gotta get through things. Hopefully in the next day or two, I can show you guys the trading card, because it's almost done. Trading card design is almost done. Not so good, kind of sleep deprived? Oh no, I'm sorry. What about you? I'm sort of getting over a little bit from being under the weather, so I've been saying today that I'm, like, trying to generate ideas, but head is a little bit foggy. So I'm trying to do my best with, like, just sketching out general concepts, because I'm trying to promote the launch of a membership that is all about delivering physical mail to you. And I'm trying to make promo stuff for it, but going a little going a little crazy with it. I should probably save this so that we don't lose anything. That would be smart, right? If I lost things, that would be sad. Where's my mail club folder? There we go. Mail club promo. I wrote promo. I'm doing great today. Alright. Hopefully tomorrow we're in better mental ability to jump to finish out chapter 9. I'm gonna need a lot more focus tomorrow than I have today, that's for sure. Going a little crazy with it, so business as usual. Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous about all of this working correctly. There's gonna be scuff, there's gonna be mistakes, but hey, you know, what else is new? We're learning how to learn. What else did I write here? I do like the idea of just doing an illustration of reading to stargazers. I think that's cute. Trying to think of how that would go. Lore animatic, I think, takes too much brain power for me to figure out right now. VN Sprite Shorts, definitely something I want to do later. Male Dragon GIF, eventually once I learn how to animate a wing flap. A singular wing flap. These are all later. Prism a PNG tuber ad. You know what's funny? You know what this reminds me of? The Prism PNG tuber ad? It reminds me of the shorts. I don't know if anyone has seen this. Probably not. There's this one person who does art tutorial shorts, except they are a lizard. They represent themselves like a lizard, and they have it's just a PNG, so it's just like a flapping mouth, and the lizard has a little teacher's baton and a little teacher's cap, and they teach art tutorials, and I don't know what kind of voice he has, but it's just like this big, maybe he's a gator. He's got like a big flappy gator mouth, and he's just always like in the corner here while there's some sort of art tutorial thing going on. So that kind of reminds me of like what you would do with Prism. Yeah. Does his name start with an M? Dang, that actually sounds familiar. Possibly? I wonder if I could... Is it Inkwell? Wait, does Inkwell It's a... No, Inkwell's a frog. Yeah, Inkwell's a frog. It's similar art style. Also, Bloodmage, hello, welcome in. It's a similar art style. It's not Inkwell. It's, I bet if I looked it up, I could find it. It's, gator art tutorial short. I'm just gonna find how to draw gators if I do this, probably, but... Yep. Thanks, Google. You're terrible now. Gator YouTuber? I'm never gonna find this guy. He sounds kind of British, if I remember correctly. The thing is, I don't remember what he is. He's either like a gator or a lizard or something. Lizard YouTuber artist short? I'm not gonna find this. Shoot. Cool lizard. Mallow! It does start with an M. Oh, thank you, Dad Cranky. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, Mallow, that's who I'm thinking of. So I'm imagining the Prism but like kind of in that style, right? The weird little dude from Twilight Princess. No, let me get a picture of him. Mallow artist. You've probably seen this dude, like, at some point on YouTube or Instagram or something. This guy. And it's just a PNG. It's just like a type of mouth, you know? Like, just gator mouth. Yeah, this guy. So I'm picturing this, but like Prism kind of is doing the same thing. So that's why it was making me think of the same thing. Sort of the same, like, silly look, right? The Lacoste gator. Funny enough, I think I was recommended some clips of his after I started watching your streams. It's very possible because YouTube is probably... Okay. I really wish I knew what YouTube was branding me as. I don't know if YouTube brands me as only Arknights or only art or what they do. I'd really like to know because I don't know. Because since we're doing everything where we're like combining channels and not splitting it, I really do need to figure out how YouTube sees me. Because they might hate me for what I try doing. Brown bag puppet action. There you go. Kind of why it stuck around. There you go, yeah. I wish I knew what YouTube saw me as, because you guys are fine with both the Arknights and the world building and the art stuff, but I don't know if YouTube is. So I really wish I knew what YouTube thought of me as. Can you do art, world building, and Arknights at the same time on the same channel, or will they try to hurt you for it? I don't know. We're gonna experiment against all better judgment, because most people say this is a really dumb way to go. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I'm gonna try to force through, see what happens, see if they hate me for it, because I am not just one thing. To be fair, YouTube hates everyone. Fair. Fair. It's just like, I've got the Arknights side, I've got the Illusionari side, and I feel like YouTube is gonna be like, hey, no, you're not allowed to do- We don't- what- How dare you? Who do we show this to? We're not gonna show it to anyone, because clearly you're not one singular thing that we can categorize. We don't like that. With YouTube being YouTube, might want to burn an incense stick. YouTube thinks of me as a cute fox. I think YouTube just thinks of, like, you know, do whatever will get us more revenue. Give us more ad rev for our YouTube premium. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I really want to do a lore animatic too. Okay, at some point I need to do a short where it's like, do you like Witch Hat Atelier? Do you like Freeren? That is the type of thing that you would like in Illusionari. I need to do one of those. I need to do things where it's like, do you like things that are cute and colorful and adventurous? Do you like, deep character, gacha game type stuff? That's why you would like Illusionari. I need to do the thing where have you guys seen those shorts where it's like, if you like, you know, ABC, then you found your group type of deal. I need to do one of those. And I'm only telling you guys because I'm not directing those ads at you. I'm directing them for anyone who doesn't know about Stargazers. I'm like, I need to figure out who I am trying to reach who is not already here. You have to cosplay as Freeren to meet the cute white hair twin whale quota for the fantasy world. I mean, you already have white twin tails as a stargazer. I think you've met that already. Technically twin tassels, but still. Same idea. It's funny. You know, for as much as like, the twin tail hairstyle being your kind of thing, we kind of ended up with a species where every single one of them has twin tails, just by chance. We free run at home, come to the atelier. Oh my gosh, yeah. Also, yeah, for anybody new here who's wondering, like, what the heck are you yapping about today, Star? I am talking about a mail club that I have launched that I'm going to be sending out the first letters of, the first week of August. And the last day to sign up for the mail club is on the 25th, so on Saturday. Saturday is the final day to sign up. And it's a monthly membership where each month I would be delivering a letter to you physically to your address, unless you opt for the digital version. There is digital option. But if you want a physical thing sent to you by a dumb fox every month, then we have a option. Oh, also, I should check if the alert works on Twitch, because we've only tested on the YouTube side. Does this work? Does Stream Elements want— Thank you, Stream Elements! Good! You know what to do! Good, because sometimes you're asleep. Thank you, Stockler. Thank you very much. And I still missed the spacebar on the Stream Elements on the Twitch side. I'm gonna have to fix that later. I did a copy-paste. Why did the Twitch side not be exactly the same? Why is there no space between the exclamation mark and the link? Why does it do that? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna take this real quick, and I want to do a quick little thingy here that I think will be fun. If I can draw it correctly. Someone mentioned this, so. Prism also sometimes comes with me on adventures. She's not always at home here. But I think that this is still a really cute illustration, if I can figure it out. What kind of drink would you order in a space bar? What is a space bar? Like a bar in space? That sounds very sci-fi. I don't know sci-fi things. Is that like a Star Wars thing? I don't know the sci-fi Star Wars-y stuff. Or are you talking about a keyboard? Alright, let me get a little tail here. A little tail, except it's huge. I was making a pun joke because you said spacebar earlier. Oh. I said, like, do you mean the keyboard? Lillian sends spiders to his house. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see here. Can't do this in a tiny canvas right now. There we go. Good enough. We'll adjust that as we go. And then do that kind of thing. Up. Would we have like a real chair, or would Prism just sit on a million pillows? You know, I would say that we'd probably have a real chair, but Newbie probably ate them. So Prism's probably sitting on a bunch of pillows at the moment while we wait for new pillows, while we wait for new furniture to arrive. That sounds about right. We have a bunch of stargazers here listening. I don't know how to draw giant crowds like this. In fact, Newbie ate the pillowcases too. We have only fluff left. I don't know how to do a whole crowd! Crowds are annoying! I kinda just want to make it from a side view. Might make my life a lot easier if it's from side view. Or if it's from the side... Maybe it's from the back that I don't like it. I don't know. There's two ways we could do this. You can either draw it this way, or you could draw it, and draw it with everybody here. Have everyone here, and then have Prism, like, from the back here. I don't even know why I'm drawing this, to be honest. Why did we start drawing this idea? I guess I thought it was cute. There's that idea. The first one was better. You could draw the crowd just as a shadow on the screen. That would probably make my life a lot easier, honestly. Just do it like a... like that? That's definitely doable. Probably be in the library, so there's probably a bunch of other books too. Stuff and things. Yeah. Make a few of them specific, but not go crazy. The previous crowd reminded me of cheese moon bunnies, and then you gave them bodies. Fair enough. Beanbags? I feel like we would just have a ton of beanbags because, you know, the chairs keep being eaten. That could be fun though. That could be a fun, that could be a fun design to use for I don't know when, but you know, could be a nice. Be a good template for something. I don't know. We're just sort of being loose with the concepts, right? This could be a nice print. This could be a good postcard, or I don't know, a bookmark. I do want to make some bookmarks. I think bookmarks can have a nice design. I don't know if anyone needs bookmarks. We can have a Kotatsu, which is overcrowded 24/7. Because warm. Yeah, fair enough. I think that'll be fun. I could add stuff, like, all the time there. This alone could just be a, this could just be a short. I could just do, like a little, you know, something here. And there could be, like, moving text across the screen, or there's possibilities that we can do for a lot of these things, you know? There we go. We have a PNG right here, right? PNG right here. Lots of possibilities. I think we did a good job with the brainstorming today, though. I think we were able to get a lot of, you know, between... Let's see here. Throw these in a... Between this idea that I can get done real fast, and then this little comic idea, we got like 3 Prism promo ideas. I'm feeling good about that. That makes me happy. Notice that none of them have actually shown, like, what Illusionari is, but hey. Ah, yes, thank you, Stream Elements. Don't want to spoil the mail club. I feel like I need to, have at least one of these talk more about Illusionari. So far, they're all just about Prism. Oh my gosh. That's okay. One of those I'll do eventually with, like, an animatic about the magic system. Because I've been teasing a little bit about the magic system before, so I think that would be good. Basically, any form of art-related thing qualifies. None of these show Illusionari. Stream Elements, no spoilers! I think that's good, though. I think we're in a good place. Alright. I think what I will probably do is call it a little bit early today, and the reason is because I am still trying to finish up the trading card. Hopefully, either by today or later tomorrow, I will be able to show off what that looks like. I'm very excited for that one. I think you guys are going to really like that. It's also going to confuse you. I'm intrigued to see how you might take it. I think you'll be amused by what this looks like. You might have questions. But yeah. To be fair, WZ's no spoilers post is pinned too. Can't blame just Stream Elements on this one. That's fair, yeah. But yeah, I think that we are going to wrap up here, and I'll come back and finish up this trading card, hopefully post it. Oh, and I need to make the short of the day too. Alright, before we sign off real quick, do you guys think that it would be smart to make custom thumbnails in the future for the roll of the day? Or do you like just seeing the UI there? Because I think it might be interesting to have a roll of the day with, like, a little cover or something. I don't know. Anyway. We will wrap up here, and tomorrow we will attempt the Chapter 9 boss and see how all of that goes. I'm terrified. I did not get to it on Saturday, so I have had no time to prep, train, or prepare. We'll see how this goes. You really want to put more on your plate? I will put more if there are templates that I can keep reusing. That's the main thing, right? Nice brainstorming stream. Hope you kick this bug soon. Looking forward to everything to come. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. You will like the boss mechanics. Oh boy. Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay. With that all being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. We will see how the boss goes. Oh boy. Have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night. And if you are interested in the mail club, if you're interested in this membership, there are only a few spots left to get the membership at a permanently discounted rate. There's been 20 spots total. Over half of them are filled. So if you have any interest at all in getting a permanent membership discount for the mail club, physical mail shipped to you, do consider joining. Alright. Thank you so much, Stargazers, wherever you may be in the world and the many, many worlds beyond. I wish you well, and all the best.